Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Keeneland Racecourse here on Saturday. It is the 19th of April, 2025. Gonna look at the stakes races on the program from Keeneland, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. So let's look at the Keeneland Stakes action races 9 and 10. The ninth race from Keeneland's featured Elkhorn Stakes. It's a grade two event going for a $400,000 purse. Races for 4-year-olds and upwards here. We have a field of 13 horses entered. Only 12 go 2,400 meters or a mile and a half on the Keeneland turf course. I'm going to take the 6-horse limited liability as the top selection. We're going to go 6, 2, 9, 7 in the superfecta. 6297 Super, top selection of 6-horse limited liability. This 6-year-old going by Kitten's Joy here. Shug McGahee trains this one. Frankie Dettori gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came in the William McKnight Stakes at Gulfstream, mile and a half on the 25th of January, and he finished third by neck, and he sat back early. He closed up well late. He got overtaken by Dashman, who closed up from the clouds in that all-out finish to get the job done. But this horse, he gamed it out. Not a bad race that day. Let me hear off a little bit of bench back to Keeneland. His horses run very well in the past. I think he can find the winning check here today. He ran two back here in New York at Aqueduct, a mile and 3/8 on the inner turf course in the Grade 2 Red Smith Stakes. He finished second by 2 lengths that day, and he sat back early. He blew it up there late. Interrogation just had the jump on him late, but he got down the race course well. Not a bad race in the field. Definitely 98 bar could definitely win against these horses here today, but a very good run. And then prior to that, in Kentucky Downs, 2 miles and a 16th in the Nashville Gold Cup, winning by 8 1/4 lengths that day. Frankie walked on the front end, set some very pedestrian fractions, and he went away with it, closing up well, beating the Grey Wizard home. That was a very good run. He was finally the bride to the Grey Wizard. He was always the bridesmaids before that, like the race before, 3 weeks prior in the Cape Pendleton, over the mile and a half at Delaware. He finished second by 2 1/4 lengths. Grey Wizard just got the jump on him. This horse is just wide, just never really getting into it. Also, it was his first start since Belmont Gold Cup. That came up at Saratoga, 2 miles on the inner turf course, where he finished third by a neck that day, where he really closed up well late, just a little bit too late. But if the race was 2 miles into 16th, he would have won. But he ran his heart out, especially increasing in trip. His previous race was at the Fort Marcy last year, where he just had nothing. But he likes his turf course. He's only lost once on it. That was a third in the Sycamore Stakes here in the autumn of 23. Other than that, he's been pretty perfect. Refreshing back here at 8 to 5. I think he could win. I think the 2-horse Grand Sonota is your second likeliest winner for Junior and Todd. He hasn't won since the Kentucky Turf Cup at Kentucky Downs over the mile and a half back in September, winning by a half length, closing up from the back of the pack. I thought he ran terrifically. Came back to run the Brewers Cup Turf after that, where he just ran horribly, never beating anybody home. But then I ran a decent fourth in the Fort Lauderdale, and then he had a very just trouble trip last two back in the Pegasus World Cup Turf, but a decent place in the McDermott. Back to this turf course here today. We're at a very good place here quite a few seasons ago. I'm going to give him a shot on the pick four ticket. But to recap my selection now for the ninth from Keeneland, it is the grade two Elkhorn. We're going to take the 6-horse limited liability, give kudos to the 2-horse Grand Sonota, 6297 Super, 6-2 in the multi race. The 10th race, co-feature from Keeneland, it is the Ben Ali Stakes. It's a grade 3 event going for a $350,000 purse, races for 4-year-olds and upwards. Field 7 horses going 1,900 meters or mile 3/16 here in the Ben Ali. I'm going to go with the 3-horse Tennessee Lamb as a top selection, 3, 6, 1, 7 in the superfecta, 3, 6, 1, 7 Super, top selection 3-horse limited, Tennessee Lamb. This 4-year-old colt by Toneless here. George Arnold trains. Jose Ortiz gets them out. Horse's most recent outing came 14th of March over the one-turn mile at Gulfstream. Option 25 Claimer, winning by 5 1/4 lengths, cutting back in some trip. They needed a winning check, and they got it. He closed up well, so a good pace to close up into it. I thought it was a very good run. Coming here to a longer trip where he could be forwardly paced, I think he's running races fast enough and stepping up in class here today that can really get the job done here today. He ran two back Gulfstream 1st of February, mile 3/8 and ops 35 on the turf course, finishing 12th by 9 3/4 lengths that day. He didn't get out of the gate so clearly, and he was wide throughout, which really, really cost him. He just couldn't keep up late. It wasn't his day to win. And then prior to on the slump at Churchill, mile 3/16 in the main special weight, won by 4 1/4 lengths, closing up from the back pack. He was a little bit wide, but he flew home clear late. That was a very good run. Even back here over the mile 16th in October in main special weight, he finished second by 2 1/4 lengths. The winner was the next start winner. This horse, he sat back early. He was and closed up a little bit late. He just needed more of a jump, but not a bad race after all said and done. He's training well into this one. I like him back to a longer trip on dirt. I'm going to give him a shot here at 8 to 1. I think the 6-horse, Duke of Love for Johnny and Josie Carroll Cohen also hasn't won since the West Virginia Governor Stakes Mountaineer in the summer of 23. That day, he won by 3/4 length from a tracking trip. He dueled to the wire late. Got the job done, a very good run. After that, they took him to the Jockey Club Gold Cup of 23 at Saratoga. About a quarter that day where he finished fifth by 3 lengths, and he just had nothing. Bright Future just really gambled clear. Guess what? You didn't see the horse after that for a year and a half. He came back March 1st at Gulfstream, 7 furlongs off 6-2, where he finished fifth by 3 lengths. He needed the race that day. He's just a little bit flat. I do think his better running styles over the two turns. He is a triple crown. He is a triple crown winner, a horse of a triple crown race at up in Canada. There we go, right words. By winning the Princess of Wales of 2022 at Fort Erie over the mile 30-16. So on a very muddy go and win by 3/4 length. He really ran terrifically that day. Came back to run a disappointing race in the Breeders' Futurity or Breeders' Stakes at Woodbine after that. But his dirt form is very good. He's training well locally. Back here around two turns at 5-2, second off the bench. I think he should really get a good trip. I'll use him on the ticket. But to recap my selection now for the 10th from Keeneland, it is the grade 3 Ben Ali. Going to take the 3-horse Tennessee Lamb. Give kudos to the 6-horse Duke of Love. 3617 Super. 3-6 in the multi race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.